Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out the behind the scenes for Mina's Snowman cover. I listened to this cover for her birthday, which was quite a few months ago, and people wanted me to check out behind the scenes, and I just didn't quite fit it in to my schedule up to that point. But because we are doing this holiday Christmassy advent calendar with all of these videos, I thought I would throw this one into the mix as an excuse to finally get to it. So I think it's going to be super cute, and I haven't seen any behind the scenes, I think, with Twice yet. I know this is focusing just on Mina, but I don't think I've seen behind the scenes for any of them. So this is going to be a new experience. Again, we had yesterday with the first Japanese track from Twice, and now the first behind the scenes. So I'm really enjoying getting to all the stuff that I said I was going to get to with doing these videos on a daily basis. But let's get into the behind the scenes because I'm sure it's going to be super cute. All right, here we go. She looked ethereal during this performance.
만스 해피 뉴 이어.
안녕하세요.
깜짝이야. 몰랐네.
Oof, the sound of that mic stand going down.
파이팅.
Don't leave me this way, don't leave me this way, don't leave me this way. Don't cry, snowman.
Don't cry. 거기만 조금 더 정리되면 되겠다. 네, 다시 한번 더 해볼게요.
Don't cry, snowman. Don't you feel the sun who carry me without legs to run, honey? Without legs to run, honey. Don't cry, snowman. Don't you shed a tear. Who hear my secrets if you don't have ears, baby? If you don't have ears, baby.
I love getting to see people like in studio settings. I've never recorded anything in an actual recording studio before. I just noticed they have a little Santa hat on their Twice logo anyway. But I love getting to see what kind of goes through it because it reminds me a lot of being in the rehearsal space when I was doing theater stuff, where you're just kind of going over like finer details. Obviously with recording, it's a little bit different from a live setting like I'm used to, but I love just getting to see how people function, like the game face that they have when they're going through recording sessions, practicing specific lines like she was, even like the hand movements and things to keep the beat and the certain energy that she wants to have with the vocals. Even just hearing her raw vocals like through the microphone, obviously there's like a little bit of post put on it, is interesting because you get to hear what were the vocals without all of the production in there. As someone who's just like a bit of a nerd when it comes to music stuff, I love getting to see like the layers that go into a recorded piece of music because it's something that I don't really know a lot about, but I would love to be the fly on the wall of like anyone recording in a recording studio just to see how it all works. So getting to see this part, I was expecting more for the video behind the scenes, but I love that we're getting the whole process from recording it up to the video.
약간 이거보다 좀만 더 미나 감성으로 가면 될 것 같아.
약간 부끄러우세요?
약간 눈속 느낌이 아니었어. 약간 조금 눈속 느낌 나야 될 것 같아. 다시 한 번만 다시 할게요. 네.
Don't cry, snowman. Don't you shed a tear. Who hear my secrets if you don't have ears, baby? If you don't have ears, baby.
미나 여기 이 톤 정도면 좋은 것 같은데 어때? 다시 한 번 더 해볼래? 아니면은 다시 해볼까요? 네.
Yeah, I was like, that face says I want to do it again.
다시 한 번만.
네네.
Don't cry, snowman. Don't you shed a tear만
펀칭.
해볼게.
네.
It must be difficult though because it's an English track, so there's the kind of like language difference, not just in terms of how proficient she is in English in general, but the accent. Now, singing kind of takes the accent out a little bit, but English has a lot of difficult sounds in it. I say that as someone who is a native English speaker and someone who has spent a lot of time studying language sound systems. English's sound system is so difficult. I'm so lucky to be someone who was born speaking English as my first language, because if I wasn't, Lord help me if I had to learn English as a secondary language, because it's so difficult. There are just so many weird sounds in it. And especially in the parts that she's going over again, it has the really hard R sound, which isn't super frequent in languages, to have that really distinct hard R that you get in North American English, to the point where there are English speaking places where they're fluent English speakers, where the accent takes out that hard R sound because it's just such a difficult thing for most people to get unless you were born somewhere that sound was part of your first language that you were learning. So her going over it over and over again, I just have a lot of admiration for her putting in that much practice to make sure that she's getting something that's such a difficult sound to get. Even we had cry, which has the hard R, and then if you don't have ears to hear, those two hard R sounds in quick succession, really difficult for even someone who's an English speaker to say. Like, ears to hear is a little bit of a tongue twister. So props to her for getting that sound and putting in the work to like make it as clear as possible. She's so adorable. Look at her.
어때요? 네. 괜찮아요? 네. 좋은데? 제일 자연스럽고 제일 좋은 것 같아, 이거. 이걸로 갈까요? 네. Yes, yes.
솔직히 이렇게 코러스까지 다 하는 건 처음이다 보니까 많이 힘들었어요. 혼자 처음부터 끝까지 부르다 보니까 약간 조금 떨리는 것 같아요. 아, 이걸로 괜찮려나? 막 이런 불안감 조금 있는 것 같은데, 그래도 제가 마음에 들 때까지 계속 하기도 했고, 원스분들한테 좋은 크리스마스 보내줬으면 좋겠다는 마음으로 이제 최선을 다했으니까 다음 연산 촬영도 열심히 하겠습니다. 원스 예쁘게 봐주세요.
We did. It was very well done.
오랜만에 긴 머리 기분이야?
Nervous?
약간 잘 나올지 기대하고 있어. 약간 긴장?
I can tell. She's so soft-spoken. I feel like I just want to like lean in to hear what she's saying. I'm just like, it's okay. It turned out wonderful.
셀프캠 대기 중이에요. 심심해요.
I remember that feeling. A lot of like acting and shooting and doing stuff is just waiting around.
오늘 여신처럼 해달라고 했어요.
It worked.
예쁘게 찍어볼게요. 파이팅! 나중에 올릴게요. 예, 안 할 것 같아요.
완전 서프라이즈?
예, 서프라이즈 선물로, 이제 크리스마스 선물로. 네,
That is the joy of
원수분들
holidays, isn't it? The
물어보시더라고요.
surprise.
안 하냐, 올해 안에 하나 듣고 싶다 이렇게 하시길래 생각해보겠다고 좀만 기다려보라고는 했어요.
1년 만에 뵙어요. 촬영 들어가기 전 소감을 한번 듣고 싶어요.
너무 기다리게 해서 미안해요.
She snuck it in there by the end of the year, though. This is a serious face, though. That would be me, though, okay? If I was staff, I would just be like, wow, you look amazing. Look at her.
Don't cry, snowman, not in front of me. Oh, catch your tears if you can get me, darling. If you can catch me, darling. Don't cry, snowman, don't leave me this
And immediately out of it again. Like the serious face, and then back to being Arvina.
어색해요. 그래도 제가 하고 싶었던 분위기가 다 담겨 있는 것 같아서
That's good.
약간 크리스마스인데 약간 따뜻하게 보였으면 좋겠다고 얘기 드렸었는데 네, 예쁘게 해주셔가지고 너무 마음에 들어요. 제목이 스노우맨이어가지고 그래도 눈 원래는 빨간색이랑 약간 고민을 했는데 그래도 흰색이 조금 더 약간
Agreed.
요정
Though
같은?
the red probably would have been
약간 사라질
fantastic.
것 같은 느낌이 나지 않을까 싶어서 이제 흰색을 골랐습니다. 제가 원래 이 노래를 좋아해가지고 또 전에도 한번 이 노래 좋아한다고 얘기를 했었던 것 같아요. 근데 딱 크리스마스니까 선물로 할 수 있으면 좋겠다라는 생각이 들어서 네, 하게 됐습니다.
I feel like clapping when everyone else
뭔가
claps.
정답을 모르겠어요. 혼자 녹음할 일도 없고 많이 없고 촬영도 혼자고 약간 뭔가 불안한 것 같기도 해요. 뭔가 괜찮려나 막 이런 생각이 많이 들긴 하는데 주변에서 많이 칭찬을 해주셔가지고 조금씩 자신감을 올리고 있어요.
That's true. The staff keeps saying like really sweet things to her, which I love. I haven't seen a whole lot of toys with their staff, but I love how they're making sure to like comfort her. There's like jokes happening, a way of lessening the nervousness that she has, which I think is super sweet. I feel like the best people who work behind the scenes on productions are the people that can do that, who can really diffuse the pressure and nervousness, because the more that you're working on something, you're going to be tired, you're going to get hangry, you're going to get frustrated because things aren't working the way that they should, you're going to get stressed with time crunches and everything. Like there's so many things happening in a production that you need to have people there that are just ready to diffuse any of that tension. So I really like getting to see that, and it's so sweet to see her interacting with them.
네, 잘 쉬고 있겠죠. 진짜 오늘 멤버들 유일하게 쉬는 날이에요.
If it's a free day, then they might show up.
근데 너무 깜짝 이런 거 하고 싶지 않은데.
주먹 한번 받아.
Oh, it's on you. I like the nervousness doesn't want attention and then yells. Look at her delighted smile.
맛있는 거 사왔어.
Oh, cute.
너무 예뻐. 왜 이렇게 예뻐?
I know, right?
왜 이렇게 예뻐요?
Agreed. What'd she need to be that beautiful for?
되게 성소해진 거 같아.
I love how like because they have the board to like bounce the light off to like diffuse it, and it looks like the most beat up piece of board I've ever seen. It almost looks styrofoam, and I just love that. Okay, there's something about the fact that the amount of, I'm sure, money that is put into the production of Twice's works that they do. I'm assuming this is a little bit lower budget than their normal recordings that they do because it's a melody project as opposed to an MV or an official bigger schedule with the whole group. But the fact that at the end of the day, you just need a big white board of some kind to bounce light off instead of like some fancy piece of equipment. I love it. I love those little things of like, they could probably have something really nice for this. And they're like, what works, works.
My snowman, baby.
네, 오케이입니다.
You gotta wait for cut.
오케이, 뭐?
괜찮아?
We all
어떡해요,
were.
오늘 멤버들 계속 스케줄 있어가지고 오늘 유일하게 쉬는 날인데
아니야.
맞았어요.
나 돌아다니고 완전 근처니까. 맛있는 거 사왔어. 쿠키 사왔어. 스푼이랑.
어머.
뭐예요?
It's so cute.
진짜
귀여워.
귀여워.
완전 귀엽다. 언니 거야?
아니 이거 빌려주셨지.
Yes, share with the class. Oh. I remember getting a camera when I was, I think I was like 10 or 11 or something, getting a camera, and that was like the coolest thing. I felt so grown up. I had so many like random pictures and videos and things because it was just like so high tech to have an actual camera all to myself. It was a digital camera. I was like, oh my goodness.
하나만 놔도 될까요?
Okay, we're gonna see some of it.
나도 필카 가져왔는데. 사진 찍어주려고.
계속 어제부터 놀러 간다고. 그래도 진짜 저희 계속 스케줄 있어가지고 좀
I guess if it's near the
피곤할까
end of the year, they probably would be.
혹시나 안 올 수도 있겠다 싶었는데. 지영이 너무 커봐.
She's so cute.
브러쉬가 빠져?
Oh my gosh, it's like a like it's an actual film camera. I was like, when she said film camera, I was like, we sometimes just say like film as a general statement of anything that is like a photo or a video or something. We can say like you're filming something, right? But it's like an actual film camera. You're gonna have to develop those pictures. I remember getting that too. We like going on vacation as a kid, and my mom would get us like disposable cameras and taking pictures. Honestly, I was actually kind of good. Like I looked back through some of them and I'm like, these could be postcards, and I'm kind of proud of myself at 6 or 7 years old of being able to take any kind of picture in focus on a disposable camera. I don't think I could do that now. I feel like every picture I take now is a little bit blurry. There's just something about film though. Especially like Christmassy, I feel like the film would add a certain nostalgia to it. Her little smiles.
분명히 저희 내려오셔도 돼요.
Oh, the fact that she immediately wants to find Chaeyoung.
맛있어. 뭐가 제일 맛있어? 뭐 먹어봤어?
플레인이랑
플레인? 패기잼?
밥 먹었는데 진짜 맛있어. 그래?
Ugh, I want scones now. I didn't eat before watching this, which is always a mistake.
맞아. 그 기본을 원래 잘하는 그게 중요하잖아.
우와.
향은 장난 아니지?
맞지?
I'm distracted by the drawing in the back.
맛있어요? 완전 섹시하게 나와. 진짜?
롤!
B-roll. Possibly teaser material. I always love the chorus of being impressed from the staff. You need that. You need some hyping up, especially when you're doing something like B-roll where you have to be completely serious, but you're not like actually doing something specific narratively. When I'm singing with like a group of people, I remember performing with like more than one person and you have to just like stand there in a live performance and be in character, but the focus isn't on you because you're not singing lines then, can be super awkward, especially in rehearsals because you're not in the actual performance where like there's an audience for you to feed off of. It's just like other people milling around during the rehearsal. So you need to be hyped up. And I love that we're getting that.
Can hold me close, baby.
찍어볼까요?
연기에 도전하실 생각이
기회가 된다면.
I'd watch it.
이게 크라임씬인데 되게 재밌었어요, 이번 거.
I'll have to write that down for later.
평소에 저와 다른, 어쨌든 너무 다른 역할이니까 조금 각 잡아볼까 해서 쯔야 막 이러는데 제가 너무 귀여워가지고. 맞네, 잘 있었어?
네, 잘 있었어요.
내가 얼른 꺼내줄게. 걱정하지 마. 저거는 도넛을 보고
I haven't got to donut yet, but we'll get there.
이 도넛 불쌍하다 이런 표정이고요. 눈물이
롤이
시간들 희미해져도 약속할게.
Oh, she's beautiful. Don't slightly smile at me too.
촬영 끝났습니다. 기대를 많이 했었는데 기대만큼 나오는 것 같아서 너무 기분이 좋고요. 또 이제 계속 한다 해놓고 5년 만에 이렇게 하게 돼서 연수분들이 많이 좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 크리스마스를 기대하면서 크리스마스를 기다려줬으면 좋겠다라는 생각에 조금 크리스마스보다 조금 전에 이 노래를 내려고 생각을 했는데 이제 저희가 크리스마스 때 콘서트도 하고 하니까
Gosh, probably are busy if there's a concert around the corner.
하니까 되게 행복한 주가 되지 않을까
You can hear her winding up the disposable camera.
싶습니다. 완스 해피 뉴 이어.
매년 12월 달력을 넘길 때마다 시작되는 그 알 수 없는 허전함은 모른 척을 해봐도 밀려올 때마다 아는 척해도 태어난 척해도 태어나지 않는 거야.
I can't tell if the film is actually that grainy or if it's a filter. Could go either way.
파랗게 나오네?
트리
완전 크리스마스.
Oh my gosh, my face hurts from smiling.
이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아. 내리는 흰눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아. 이제는 내 크리스마스
just turning down the volume for me because I don't know this. I'm just here to enjoy the cuteness of Mina.
이 영상이 나왔을 때는 이제 콘서트 끝났을 텐데 크리스마스 잘 보내셨나요?
My holidays haven't
저희와
happened
함께
yet.
재밌게 보내셨죠? 네, 직접 만나서 콘서트 하는 게 너무 오랜만이다 보니까 저희가 많이
I
욕심을
guess this is more recent, isn't it?
의상이라든가 뭐
So there would have been quite a
VCR도
break between
그렇고,
concerts.
네, 열심히 회의하면서 준비하고 있습니다. 저희도 오랜만이라 많이 설레기도 하고 또 약간 좀 긴장하기도 하고 하지만 좋은 날이 됐을 거라고 믿어요.
Gosh, her laugh is cute too. Oh. I don't want it to be over. I just realized how long this video is gonna be. I did not expect that. That's not what I went in with, the intention of having a super long video again, but here we are. My face hurts from smiling so much. I feel like I just smiled the whole time because Mina is so adorable. There's something about her. Mina is definitely a problem for me. I've been asked a few times who my bias is in Twice, and I think I'm gonna end up with a bias line because I cannot just have one person. I don't know what it is. Usually I do some kind of acrobatics to make excuses for having like 3 or 4 biases. I think I'm just gonna have to accept that I'm a bias line kind of person, and I feel like Mina is definitely part of that bias line. I feel this kindred spirit to her, and she's so cute, she's so adorable, she's so soft-spoken that there's this soothing nature to her, but at the same time I just want to like lean in so I can hear everything that she's saying, even if it's just mundane things. And I loved getting to see Chaeyoung, who's also definitely part of my bias line, coming to visit her. Super cute seeing their interactions, especially as 2 of the more introverted members of the group, and just seeing how they would interact. I love it so much. I just feel so happy now. I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click those plays to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a Twice reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!